My name's Nikki Johnson. I'm the Principal Psychologist at Flight Experience. Our Fear of Flying course is a 4-stage course based on a cognitive behavioural therapy model. The course includes professionals from the aviation industry as well as psychologists. Currently we're running these courses throughout all of our stores in Australia, and we are also running them internationally.
The Fear of Flying course is a comprehensive course. It's designed to assist people at all different stages of anxiety and anxiety severity, people that are outright avoiding flying and people that are flying actually quite frequently but still find that a difficult experience.
I think what makes us different to other people treating fear of flying is that we're able to deliver our course on demand. Our course is available for individuals, or we run it in small groups, which allows us to tailor the groups to people's individual fears, or on an individual basis we can be very specific about how we run the course.
Stage 1 of the Flight Experience Fear of Flying course introduces the client to the course material. It introduces the client to the cognitive behavioural therapy model. This is the therapy that is best used for specific anxieties such as phobias, but also other anxieties and concerns that comes up in an individual's life. In session 1 we do look at physical management strategies. We look at strategies around controlling our breathing and our muscular tension so that we can reduce the experience of anxiety for the individual. The subsequent psychology session looks at our thinking processes, the unhelpful processes that can come out, and looking at ways we can get additional information to come in and challenge our unhelpful or anxious thoughts. People have talked to me about what they've got out of the course, and what really is the most outstanding comeback is that the pilot session, where they learn a lot about aviation, is a really big part of them overcoming their fear. But it's also them learning more about what their anxiety is and how it manifests, and understanding that it's just a feeling and that they can control it.
The flight education stage of the course runs for about 2 hours. So the course is run by airline pilots like myself, either for individuals or small groups. It's a PowerPoint presentation with whiteboard work, and it covers the gamut of flying. We talk about turbulence, we talk about weather, the effect of maintenance on the aircraft, we talk about the flight planning, contingencies, fuel, the full range that when the client finishes the course, there's invariably a higher level of knowledge than they've had before. I think what's beneficial to most of them is that we're able to focus on their concern, and whatever that may be, the experience of the instructor allows them to explain that and add further detail from the PowerPoint. My experience is that the clients come here uncertain of what they're going to see or hear, but leave far more confident than they were.
This stage of the Flight Experience Fear of Flying program is the simulator stage. It's the final stage of the course, and it involves the client or group that come into the simulator with a pilot like myself. We're all commercial pilots, and also the psychologist of the course. In this stage of the course, the individual group, or our clients, they get to actually see what happens in a cockpit environment firsthand. They get to see what happens during the takeoff, the landing, and all parts of the flight that are relevant to their fear of flying. All of our flight simulators are based on the Boeing 737-800. They're a full-scale replica of the cockpit. The Boeing 737-800 is one of the most popular jet airliners in the world, with on average one taking off or landing somewhere in the world every 2 seconds. The best part of this stage is the fact that the client has the ability to have an upfront educational experience of what it's like in the cockpit of an aircraft. You can't do this sitting as a passenger, you can't do this in a briefing room. The only way you can actually do this is in a simulator like this. The response from our clients have been outstanding. We've had a lot of feedback from clients that have travelled since. They've now been able to go on the honeymoon or the holiday, the business trip, visiting family or friends that they haven't been able to go on, or if they did, felt very anxious doing so, and they've had a lot more confidence since they've had this course.